Tuesday night on HSN Gets Crafty with me. Stay with us. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. This is the first time we've ever taken Chef's wildly popular knife collection and actually made it a today's special. You're gonna prep, you're gonna cut just like a pro. He's bringing commercial grade, restaurant proven knives to HSN. You guys have made him customer picks, and for the first time ever, we have put together an incredible two-piece set. Let me show you the set, and we'll talk to Chef in just a second. But this is amazing, guys. If you go onto hsn.com right now, you can get either one of these, and they're almost $60 a piece. So if you want to buy them separately, sure, go ahead. But tonight, yeah, there it is right there, one of them, $59.95, separate shipping, the whole thing. That's what you would normally pay for his incredible knives. But tonight we put in two together for $39.95. You're getting the 7-inch chef knife, you're getting the 5.5-inch Nikiri knife, you get a beautiful gift-giving box to go along with it, and all of that, listen to this, for $20 less than the price of a single. We know knives are the core ingredient we have to have in every single kitchen. I am buying these for my husband for Father's Day, and I'm getting the most clever cutting board that I've ever seen, and we're all raving about it, for him as well as the ultimate Dad's Day gift. So all of this is coming up, but this is absolutely the highlight. I gotta brag on the gentleman beside me. I am incredibly honored. I am so fangirling right now.
I don't deserve any of this.
You do.
I'll take it, but I don't deserve it.
Please,
really
please,
don't.
no, you do. You really do. Not only is it a heart of gold, but you are incredible. I've seen you on TV for so long, and I absolutely, and I'm so honored to work with you tonight. The product line is exceptional.
I am so proud of this product line. So you've seen me cook on TV.
Yeah, sure.
You've read my cookbooks. We've been cooking online together on YouTube.
Yep.
It's finally amazing to work with HSN and bring commercial grade, competition grade items to your kitchen. But you know what? I'm doing it in a way that's not crazy. They're not overly heavy. I think people think commercial grade and they think, oh, I can't do this. It's going to be too heavy. It's going to be cumbersome. I can't do it the way you do it. The only difference between me and you out there is honestly the equipment. And I've made these knives. So today's special, I'm so stoked that I've got a today's special.
Yay, it's only
that's
a second
knife,
one ever.
right?
Only a second one he's ever done.
That's
and you
right.
guys really pulled it all out. Guys, everything about this, and we're gonna show it super close up.
Yep.
We'll talk about the construction, but you've given us two core pieces that are essential in the kitchen.
For sure. So we've got a 7-inch chef's knife here. And again, a chef's knife is that kind of one that you know really well. It's tapers, goes thicker to thinner. And then here's the cool twist, right? I'm also showing you a Nikiri as well. What's that? It's just a big fancy Japanese word for your chopper, your vegetable knife, your prep king, in my opinion. I think it's a tremendous knife. So why are my knives different? Well, the price, first of all, is insane.
So good.
You get two of them, and one is a Nikiri. Here's the Nikiri right here, right? But all Chef Jet knives are built as such, right? We've got Japanese steel.
And why do you choose that?
It's Japanese steel because of the way it holds an edge.
Okay.
Right? It holds an edge. They don't dull, but they're not too heavy. And then you've got European olive wood in the handle. But here's the thing. Knives should be, the professional knives should be full tang. And what full tang means is the metal runs all the way through the blade. We've got these laser etching in there, and that is also so food doesn't stick to the knife. I've also had my logo here for a reason. This is called the pinch grip. This is a professional chef's grip. Put your thumb on the logo, put your index on the other side, and you have a pinch grip. Watch what you can do with a pinch grip. Now, because you don't have any resistance in that knife, you can get razor sharp cuts in everything you do, and this is how I like to fan an avocado. Check that out. Where else are you going to get that thin of a perfect slice? Right?
Yep.
And now I'm going to use the same Nikiri knife to do some vegetable prep. So here we go. Again, Japanese steel is some of the best steel in the world. It's what all of your favorite chefs are using. We make a full tang, full bolster, so it's metal all the way through, and then we wrap it around European or Mediterranean olive wood, and we use trees that are fallen. We don't cut trees down for this.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Mediterranean wood has a very tight grain.
Okay.
It's very water resistant, so they wear fantastically. And I'm not even like looking down. I mean, I can measure with my fingers here, and it's just incredible how these knives are. So there's a
But look at
Nikiri.
you know, just to stop for a second, because
Yeah.
obviously you're very good at this, but think about how tough a skin is on a cucumber or a zucchini or something like that. Did you see how fast he whipped through that? Again, that's really that level of quality of a knife that you're getting. Also, it's so awesome. And you know what, Mark, I'm gonna do? I'm gonna, believe it or not, hold it still, which they all know I talk with my hands.
Yeah.
I want you guys to really look at this etching. I was going past the hallway the other day, and this was set up out there, and these, I stopped dead in my tracks. It's very few knives I'll stop and really check out, but look at the etching. When you see it extremely close, it's a gorgeous design. Like, you'll be so proud to give these, have them in your kitchen. It's beautiful, but that is a smart design because it helps release the food. So at first glance, you say, oh my gosh, this thing is stunning. That's not printed on. It's a finely lasered etched. So this is where he has taken the idea of a knife set and elevated it with smart design and smart details, and still looks great. I love the end of your knives. I mean, talk about a knife that looks like you spent a fortune on it. This is his logo actually in metal at the end of the knife. So everything about this is next level quality, next level design. And I gotta tell you, your balance on this is beautiful.
Yeah, it is
Talk
perfect.
about why that is perfect and so important.
So your balance point should be right above your bolster. So here's your handle, here's your blade, and this little metal part is intentional. It's where you put your fingers above that, and that's the bolster. And a perfectly balanced blade should just sit like that perfectly. Or that midpoint between the handle and the blade, and that translates to this. So we take a knife and you either rock through it like a European chef, or you chop through it like an Asian chef. And either way, when you have a perfect balance point like that, look what you can do. You can actually just, you know, the knife does all the work for you.
Right.
And then I kind of had this fun little Jet Tila cutting rhyme. A tile becomes a slice, slice becomes a dice. So I've made a tile now of this bell pepper. And with that perfect balance point, with that Japanese steel, with that European wood, a French knife likes to rock, right? Like, so we're pushing through, and this is the 7-inch chef's knife. And then an Asian chef likes to chop. But both knives, so if I bring in the Nikiri, again, it's a 5.5-inch. Then you can start doing crazy things like this. I'm gonna take you actually closer in because we have such a great camera angle. This is what a Nikiri can do that a chef, another knife can't do. Now, we will, in the French kitchen, we are asked to cut brunoise. And brunoise actually means 1/8 inch by 1/8 inch by 1/8 inch. And this pith would be used for a sauce, or it'd be used for something else. And now I'm gonna actually get deeper. So I need the most center, sweet deliciousness of this bell pepper. And with a Nikiri knife, look what you can do. You take that gorgeous piece there, and I have 2 perfect 1/8 inch pieces.
It's like you just filleted a pepper.
I literally filleted a bell pepper into 3 sections. This is a julienne. And if you take a julienne and you cut it, like, I just appreciate a perfect julienne. You can see 1/8 inch by 1/8 inch. Now I take that perfect julienne, I'll save a few for garnish, and then I'll take those and I'll line those up and I'll cut brunoise. And these are gonna be perfect little boxes. And that is the Nikiri. And that's why both of these knives at this price are, I mean, one of these knives should be double the price of the Today's Special.
Yes,
right? One of these knives.
Well, and it's funny, even online, Chef, one of these, both of them are $59.95. Both, if you want to buy them separately, go ahead if you'd like to. I think it's kind of silly at this point, but you can. $59.95, 2 separate shippings, the whole thing. Even $59.95 is exceptional. And you know, how awesome is it to get a brand new fresh knife out of the box? There is something so delicious and so awesome about that. You're not hacking, you're not sawing anymore, and you deserve to have beautiful knives because you know it makes your life so much easier in the kitchen. How many of knives have got like broken kind of edges, or they're really, really dull? How many of you have knives where you're supposed to send them in to get them sharpened? No, just get a fresh new set. And to think gift giving. For Father's Day, I'm gonna get this. This is what I'm buying.
Yeah,
and I was gonna wait till I got to off the air with you. I'm picking up the Today's Special for my husband. And I have to show you, we've got what's called a bonus buy as well. We have a lot going on with Chef tonight. The bonus buy is incredible. If you pick up the Today's Special, you can get his upgraded version of a paring knife for $10 off. So if you really want to go for it, these are the 3 core knives that you can use in every kitchen, whether you're an absolute beginner and you're just, you know, cutting toast for gosh sakes or bagels, or you're really going to be much more advanced. This will will take you wherever you start and wherever you want to end in terms of having a great knife set. So the paring knife is $10 off, grab that. I have to show you, I think, the most clever cutting board I've ever seen in my life. This comes with a stand right here. The cutting board is actually reversible. You have one that catches all the juices on this side, and you're gonna use this side, it's heavy duty. You slip it in, and guess what? This is also, instead of a big bulky block, this now magnetically holds all your knives. Now I will tell you, we brought in a lot less of the magnetic knife stand and cutting board than we do obviously of the Today's Special. So you absolutely wanna grab that. That's the whole gift. I'm getting the Today's Special, I'm getting the cutting board / knife holder, and I'm gonna give that to my husband for Father's Day because we need it in our kitchen and he'll totally appreciate it. And this combination you just can't beat, whether it's the price, the deal, or certainly the impeccable quality that Chef brings us. Here's something I find, Chef, that's really interesting because we've seen you on Iron Chef America and all the shows you've been on for many years now. The same pots, pans, and knives you're using on those very famous shows and competitions, you're offering to us. You
for sure.
You don't use one there and then turn around and bring us something different.
No, I was so excited when I got this opportunity to actually design my own line of pans, right? And my own line of equipment. I was like, this is the dream because this is the stuff I want to be using. This is the stuff that I've had kind of different varieties of, but they weren't perfect for me. So when HSN was like, hey, just go crazy. What's your dream? Design your dream. This is my dream. And my dream are these knives. My dreams are these pans. And when you watch the shows, and we can't, like, you know what other networks that I do shows on and on YouTube and stuff, you get to see that. So this is exactly the gear that I use in my commercial kitchens every day. And that's how you get these really, like, these chef cuts. This is the Nikiri. And all I'm doing, in case you're wondering, is like, I take the skin off. And this is like what I call a luau pineapple. If you're in the tropics, now I'm just following the eyes. And this is what that blunt edge allows you to do. It allows you to get in detail-wise. And it doesn't have that long kind of, the long tapered chef's knife. But you want that chef's knife, and I'll show you exactly why. So let's move right over from the Nikiri over to the chef's knife, to the chef's knife, because now I've got that full 7-inch Japanese steel, and I'm gonna take this piece of flank steak and I'm gonna cut it against the grain. So what I wanna do is angle that knife slightly and look at the perfect slices this gives you. I mean, it's insane. And it's not anything. And there's no special training. Yes, I've been a chef for 30 years, but it's the gear. When you have a beautiful piece of Japanese steel, when you wrap it around Mediterranean hardwood, I mean, look at those perfect slices. And I am cutting cooked steak here, but the same applies to a regular flank steak that you're prepping to do a stir fry with.
Right, which is amazing too.
How cool is that?
And it's so comfortable and it becomes effortless. Like a lot of times I think if you have bad knives or you've got really dull knives at home, you don't have new ones, and they're not modern technology combined with it.
Absolutely not.
It's a very frustrating experience.
That's right.
Do you find a lot of people will not do a bunch of recipes because there's too much knife work involved?
Yeah, I mean, like, raise your hand out there if you've got that old knife that, you know what, and again, I have my grandma's knives, I have my mom's knife, and I'm gonna keep them, but when it's time for you to be prepping at home, don't you want something that the modern chefs use? And I know, because when you pull out grandma's knife, you're like, you know what, it has a lot of sentimental value. I'm not gonna get rid of it, but it's not gonna work this way. How many knives are going to have laser etching to make sure it slices through this piece of steak, through that pineapple perfectly? How many knives are going to be full tang? How many knives are going to be wrapped in amazing Mediterranean hardwood? It doesn't happen. So you know what? Keep the old for sentimental value. Get into the new team for all the coolness. You got to be efficient, because you watch us, you watch me compete on these shows, and you're like, wow, how does he do it? This is exactly how I do it. I design the gear that I want to use in commercial kitchens so you can have them in your home, and at the prices at HSN provides, it's unbelievable.
Well, and I do want to add too, we have 5 Flex tonight, and if you want to use Flex, it's really easy. It's a major credit card, you're in, you get new knives. If you use our 5 Flex right now, you can get these home for $8. Wow. When you open the box, I promise you're going to go, oh, I can't believe I got this for $8. Like, the quality is so good. And you know what's interesting, Chef? You feel it when you touch it.
You absolutely do.
You feel the quality and the density of that wood. You feel the balance. It's just next level. And you know what's interesting is chefs bringing us a level that most of us have never even been able to experience before in a knife. I mean, that's truly what you're getting. Please, and this is the funniest part, don't let the price fool you.
No,
Can
please
you
don't.
spend hundreds of dollars on a chef knife? Yes, you can if you go to one of those culinary shops, but you don't have to. And even those where you spend a couple $100s for a single knife is not going to be as well made and as uniquely made as what Chef Jeff has done for us here at HSN exclusively. Now, I know we're busy. You can't find this anywhere else. I love you guys. You're going to go online, look around. You will not find this anywhere else. Even on HSN, you won't get the deal. So here's what we're doing. Both of these are $60 a piece, and that's 2 separate shippings. For the first and only time, we've put those together in a beautiful gift box. What you're getting today is basically for $20 less than the price, you're getting the second knife. So for $20 less than the normal, everyday, great value, you're getting the second knife, which is unbelievable. It's not even a BOGO. It's much better than a BOGO when you think about it.
I'm trying to even think of the acronym right now. It's buy one, get 4. That's what it is. It's a BOFO?
BOFO?
I don't even know. Don't quote me, guys. Don't quote me. It's late, and I'm super excited about this deal, but that's exactly what it is.
It is.
Again, to remind you, it's both of my favorite knives. And again, who's got someone going to college in fall? Who's got a mom who loves to cook? Who's got dads that love to cook? This is the time. I mean, this price is incredible. So 7-inch chef's knife. The Nikiri, I'm just going to show you how sharp these are, just for fun. I love doing this demo because it really is the only way to make people understand how sharp these are.
That's incredible.
So tomato. You know, the Japanese might call this a katsurumaki. I'm not rolling it, but I'm just cutting it thin because that's how you make really, really beautiful garnish. So a 5.5-inch Nikiri, which I think is a pretty perfect prep knife, and I'm going to bring in the other chef's knife. Same 7-inch chef's knife, and I haven't sharpened these, by the way. These are still the same knives that I've gone through pineapple with, I've gone through cucumber with, I've gone through tomato with, I've gone through the steak with, and just look how sharp that is. That is
incredible.
Insanely sharp, and then I'll continue to prep here. But if you're like, hey, why do I need both of these knives? I'd like you to use the Nikiri to do a lot of your vegetable prep, a lot of your chopping, the heavy prep, and I want you to use your chef's knife to also do that, but also that's when you have a whole chicken. That's when you have, you know, some other protein prep, because you need that little extra length of the actual chef's knife, and it gives you that little edge to get into detail work. And again, I know you saw me doing this pineapple with the Nikiri, but I also can do it with the chef's knife. So again, you're basically getting 2 knives. You know, for, I think, well, I mean, I'm trying to understand how they're $20 less price of one. If you were to take a comparable knife, go to search it right now, they would be at least $80 to $100. I mean, that's just where we're at right there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And again, both knives can do the same work, but one chef's knife, I think you're gonna use it for the longer. The 1.5 really kind of gives you some detail work. And I think the Nikiri is gonna be for that really kind of heavy prep days. And we're getting there. I mean, look at that. How many knives can give you that perfect kind of like luau pineapple? I like
just
to call
the
it
ease
luau
of it
pineapple.
sliding through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It almost looks too simple, because you know, last time you cut a tomato, were you hacking on it? Were there seeds and splatter everywhere because you have a dull knife, right? It almost looks like you're like, wait, it's going through there like butter. It's so easy. Okay, I do want to talk a little bit really quickly, and we'll get to it officially, but your paring knife.
Yes.
Guys, if you pick up our today's special and you grab the paring knife, it's an extra $10 off. It's a serrated paring knife, which is really different because normally you don't see that. But right now, remember, I have a lot less of what we call our bonus buy than, of course, we do of the today's special. There it is, guys. It's again, a perfect instrument in the kitchen.
It really is. So paring knife, same steel, by the way, Japanese steel, Mediterranean olive wood, 4-inch paring knife. And why this is great is because it's also serrated. Now there is a straight edge, but a serrated paring knife can do this. So okay, you're hulling strawberries. So this is like hulling 101. This is hulling kind of 201. You can get in and do the detail because you have that little what we call bird's beak in there. The bird's beak can really get in and give you that detail, just like that, right?
Yeah, that's great.
Now again, now I put a serration on it, which means what can I do? I can get in there. This is my breakfast knife. I mean, that's kind of what I like to call it because, you know, bagels need serration.
Bagels, bread.
And it just bites. These scallop serrations. Now, not all serrated knives are the same, by the way. There's different types of serrations, and the kind that I wanted to bring was these kind of these rounded scallops. So you see, you can see that 15, 20 degree edge there, and this kind of scallop, you could actually run it on a steel, and you can refresh it after the year if you need to. You absolutely can. The other kind that are more like up and down teeth, you cannot. You still have the Chef Jet place to kind of put your thumb. Okay. You're still going to hold this knife the same way. And then another reason I love this knife, okay, bagels are done. Let's move on to mushrooms. So this is also my breakfast knife because it's my omelet knife. So I've got the mushroom. And then I'm gonna show you how thin I can get this mushroom, and not without any effort at all. Here, so let me look at that. And this is also my hanging out with my family doing my side work knife. This is cleaning the green beans and cutting the green beans knife.
Yeah, it's so classic, right?
Yeah, it's classic.
Like I remember my grandmother doing that with her paring knife, and hers was old and rusted.
You know it, and also, hey, Ray, I know I'm not trying to bust you guys, but I also know that this is someone in your house is using this knife as the everything knife. And we're gonna get them past that. We're gonna get them past that, but let's get them the 4-inch serrated knife so they can cut things just effortlessly.
Okay, guys, and again, that is what's called our bonus buy. It's available, you save an additional $10. I do wanna mention there's a lot of goodies too. One of the best cookbooks I think you could ever own is the 101 Epic Dishes. You wrote this along with your wife, which is amazing. She is a pastry chef, right?
Yeah, she's you know what, 15 years in special education, and then later in life she went into pastry school. She's the pastry arm of Team Tila, and we're super proud of that. It's the only place, by the way, you can get this book signed. If you open here, I'll show our friends. Yeah. So Allie and I will sit while cooking.
Oh, how cool
is that? We signed thousands of these. There's also a little Easter egg in them. There's a family photo in every single one. There's the boss right there. Okay, but this is your 365 cookbook, by the way. So broken down by protein. So there's seafood. There's some elotes. There's some corn there. So this is not Asian. I think a lot of people are like, hey, Jet, you only cook Asian food amazingly. I've watched you on all the shows. Right. No, this is our non-Asian book for 365 days, 3 meals. Again, avocado toast. We've got a little bit of baked brie there. Nice. So this is the one you want. This is a potato salad with a bacon vinaigrette. And then obviously Allie's got all her amazing desserts here and more in the back of the book.
That's awesome.
So yeah, there you go.
And it's great. It's a great book, guys. And again, signed, only place you can get it here at HSN. Grab that as well. I'm going to go over here just really quickly. A lot of you are jumping on board for this amazing. You see him working with the cutting board. It's completely reversible, but it also becomes your knife block. Traditional knife blocks are bulky. They take up a lot of space. Well, you're going to love this. I'm going to turn this sideways. Look at this. You put this up against the wall in your kitchen. It's going to fit underneath your cabinets. It's so slender and slim. It's not just a block where you're dolling your knives, taking it in and out. They literally are magnetized. And then when you want to go use it as a cutting board, you literally just take it off there and use it, and then you just store it back away. Listen to that bass. Now, if you want this, I have a whole lot less. In fact, I'm a little panicked because we'll be on the air till 2 a.m. Between the Today Special and the block, that is my gift for Father's Day for my husband. I know he's going to love it. If you've got the foodie or the non-foodie, if you've got a beginner or someone who's really advanced in the kitchen, all of this makes sense. It's just such a gem. Remember, one of these are $59.95 on hsn.com right now, and that's shipping. The other one's $59.95 on hsn.com. You cannot find theirs anywhere else. For $20 less than the full price of one, you are getting both, and they're true masterpieces. I've been very, very lucky to work for a very long time here at HSN, even our sister network, and I've never seen knives that I'm more passionate about because the quality and how really truly unique their design. That etching is not only beautiful, like you will love displaying these knives, but you're really gonna love how smart they are and how effortless. It takes a job that we typically don't wanna do and now makes it something that we can enjoy. The paring knife, if you're gonna add it, that's an extra $10 off. And I know if you can, because we're extremely busy, we knew this is gonna be a fun today's special, please go to hsn.com. That's That's the fastest way to be able to get your order in. You go right to the front of the line. You don't have to wait. It's a couple of clicks and you're done. So what are you working on now?
So speaking of cocktail time, how about some Manhattans and how about talking about some citrus? So first thing, again, these knives are all interchangeable. I think they all belong in your kitchen. First thing I'll do is I'll do some zesting right there. So that's the 4-inch knife. That's
the bonus buy.
That's the bonus buy. So now I'm going to move on to the 7-inch chef's knife. I'm going to cut what we call a supreme in the kitchen. So now I use that extra kind of 2 inches, inch and a half there to get into the pith. Now if I want, I can switch over to the Nikiri knife and I can actually cut what we call supreme. So we're going to find that little segment in between the little pith here, and that's how you get perfect little supremes right there. So that's what you want to do. And again, I know I'm doing all the fancy cuts here, but it makes it that easy. When you are doing fancy cuts, that's how easy this becomes. And again, for $39 to get both of these knives, and then you add that bonus buy of you basically. Oh, another thing about this cutting board is it's two-sided. So I'm cutting on the flat side because I'm doing meal prep. I'm doing some citrus prep here. But if I'm doing protein, I'm going to turn this right over. And I'm going to show you that this is the gravy channel side. Gorgeous. So if you're cutting protein on here, if you have a little of the gravy, it runs off, you're good to go, and then you flip it over to its flat side, and you're back to doing fruit prep.
And I mean, it's a heavy-duty, beautiful board, too.
Bamboo is a renewable resource. Yeah, these are bamboo. Yeah. Again, look at the razor-sharp strawberries. I could do this all day. It's so much fun. The knife does all the work for you. It's that Japanese steel that's thin but holds an edge. It's that Mediterranean olive wood really helps you get a good, what we call a purchase.
It's called a what?
It's a purchase, a really good grip, believe it or not.
That's great.
It gives you a really nice purchase on it.
Well, and there's a lovely density to it.
There really is.
If you've ever gotten wood-handled knives, and if you ever get them wet, and then all of a sudden after a couple years, they almost get gooey or soggy.
No, they definitely do.
Because they absorb too much of the liquid.
That's right, and bamboo won't do that. And bamboo, and then it'll stay absolutely magnetized as well.
I love on the handle too, you can really feel it's a tight, dense wood.
That's it. So, on that Mediterranean olive wood, very, very dense wood. And that way, when it gets wet, it doesn't get slippery. Like you said, it doesn't get slimy. Yeah. And obviously, we don't wash our knives in the machine. Right. Jet Tila might get caught by Ali Tila sometimes doing that, but because it is olive wood, don't do it. I'm just saying, don't do it. Put it in the dishwasher. But again, if you do, that Mediterranean wood is the way to go.
There you go.
And it's also a renewable resource as well. Yeah,
I love that because you don't cut down trees to do it.
No, we don't.
You just fallen trees.
We use fallen trees.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, on that wood, and then on the cutting board,
it's bamboo, which is totally. Bamboo grows faster than anything on earth, I swear.
Yeah, some of you that have it in your yard, you know it. You know exactly.
Yeah, you do. If you've got bamboo, we love bamboo, but you have it in your yard, you probably hate bamboo. But it's the greatest stuff. I love bamboo. All right, guys, so here's what's happening. We're busy. If you can, go to hsn.com. This is the one and only time Chef's going to be doubling up his knife set. If you read the reviews right now, you'll see tons of customer picks on Chef's line. If you've got bad knives, even if you don't have enough knives. Like a lot of times you have one or two and you're like, gosh, they just don't get all these jobs done. Treat yourself tonight. With our Flex Pay, you're gonna get these home. I have to glance over really quickly. It's basically $8 to get a brand new knife set at home, and truly probably the 2 most versatile knives you'll ever have in your collection. Again, brand new collection, first time, 100% exclusive. Oh, also this is a 1-day offer. We have been offering our today's specials since the 1st for a couple of days, not with this. You literally have 1 single day to get it, and trust me, when I'm off the air, this and the cutting board, and also something else coming up later. I'm gonna be busy shopping tonight. We got a lot going on. All right, Chef, we're gonna continue on. We're gonna talk about the bonus buy. How much time do we have in the bonus buy, Kev? Okay, Chef, we got 90 seconds once again to talk about the pairing
sounds good.
knife,
Let's do it. So again, it's that 4-inch serrated knife. It's the same Japanese steel. And why is it awesome? Because it's got that serration that allows you to really get in there and do some detail work. And you know what? A really great serrated knife can cut really straight edges, just like that.
Chef, we've already sold 200. And
Have
remember,
we really?
It's $10 off if you add it to the Today Special. You know what? Isn't that just the easy thought? You're just for $10 off. Why not can't get a paring knife, because again, I think that's a really essential tool in the kitchen.
And another thing is, you know what, look, if you've just met me tonight and you haven't watched me on the network competing, this is the time. You're not gonna get this type of deal on knives, so just stock up on them right now. Right. And the cool thing is we've made a cool knife block so you can actually display all of your knives on that block, and that's the way to fill it up. Tonight, you could get all the knives to fill up this amazing magnetic block. You could think about all the gifts, and just look at how razor sharp all these knives are.
I love it. Okay, guys, and also if you want the cutting board, I just asked my producer.
Yeah, what are we
at? He's very good at lip reading. He goes, oh, we've sold a bunch of those. So remember, it's totally reversible. It's also now I don't want to call it a block. It holds your knives because there's a magnetic system inside it. And it comes with a base, so it sits perfectly angled. Like, I got to tell you, Chef, I really, because I'm doing your line for the first time tonight.
It's so cool that we get to work together.
Yeah, I really am blessed. Yeah. And everything is so clever. Even the angle of the knife holder. Let me slide this.
Yeah.
Look at it. So it's really, you see your knives. It's not sitting straight up.
It's a true display.
It's really a beautiful display. And guess what? You lift it out.
Lift that out.
Totally reversible as your cutting board. And look, listen to this. I mean, those are on there.
Yeah.
And it's not a big, ugly knife block.
No, not at all. And a little hack too, lift that knife off. Again, one thing that, because I've designed it, lift that board off really quick, and I'll do that, and watch, it becomes a book holder. It's crazy. Put your favorite cookbook in there, and it's just gonna hang out there.
I can probably put my tablet or my phone in there too.
Oh, perfect for the tablet, perfect for reading.
It'd be really good.
You know what, that's it. Let's make some naan tonight. Let's make some, but really fun. And again, it works because we also kind of tell you what's up. There's my logo's there with a little arrow. That lines up with the other arrow there, and then you go for it.
And the arrow's right there, guys. So it's arrow to arrow. See, they really let everything.
And now you can smack those awesome knives in there.
Take any knives. And guess what? You know what? If you have a traditional block, you know what happens every time you shove the knife in it? They dull.
Yep.
And so just by being able to lay it onto your cutting board, this is beyond
And once
brilliant.
you're there on hsn.com, pick up all the other knives. There's also a Santoku knife on there. And look, you're gonna have the Chef Jet. You're gonna be instantly what we call Team Tila. So welcome to Team Tila. If you've never played with all these amazing, this gear. So.
All right, so we're gonna move on, guys. I'm gonna give you, okay, here's another thing. This is such a brilliant design. So there is a collection of pots and pans that are out there that are hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And that was kind of the inspiration. Chef said, I think I can do it better and smarter and make it much more affordable. This is coming up. It's our weekly deal drop. It is a stunning 5-quart ceramic nonstick saute pan, and you get the beautiful lid. It's normally $70-some. This is so interesting, guys. It's a stainless steel mesh that's a ceramic. So you get the best of stainless steel. Every professional chef basically works in stainless steel. We don't want the hassle of the cleanup because stainless steel could be a pain, right? He did a ceramic nonstick. You can't get under there and scrape it off, and it's embedded in an etched stainless steel mesh. So the cleanup is a breeze, but you get the best of every world. This is a steal of a deal. You know what? Quite frankly, this could have been a today's special today.
Oh, easy. It's
with
a today's special price
on this, and again, you can feel it. It's sturdy, it's strong, it's beautiful. Tri-ply base, you get the whole thing too. Helping handle, I love it because this is a big 5-quart, and this is going to be kind of that everything pot you can go to. You can fry in it, you can do a stir fry in it, you can put a big thick casserole and stick it in the oven if you want to. We'll get to that. It's coming up. I would start ordering it now because we're busy, and I don't want you to get caught behind when we get to it. Also, go to hsn.com because we have a lot of new markdowns. If you go to our Just Reduced section, it's called Just Reduced in the search engine, you can check them out and see some of our best brands here at HSN, and they are on a super clearance sale. Also, quick note, our 5 flex space we've had for a couple of days now is going to end tonight. So everything today is on 5 flex. That will come to an end tonight. Also, if you've been looking at some of our today's specials over the last couple of days, all that pricing comes to an end tonight as well. Coming up with Chef just around the corner, we're going to talk about something yummy.
Live your summer in style. From your favorite brands to all new celeb designer collections. Don't miss Summer in Style, Thursday at midnight.
Be the first to know when your favorite brands and celebrities will be on HSN. Sign up for when to watch emails and we'll let you know when they'll be live on air. Simply go to your HSN account to update your communication preferences and select your favorite brands. Or sign up directly at the bottom of a product page. You'll receive email notification every time your favorite brands will be live on HSN. Customize your shopping experience with when to watch emails today.
HSN Plus has more live channels. Welcome, my friends. More ways to shop. More of this.
I'm here to collect my $25 gift card.
HSN Plus has more of what you love, all in one place.
This is amazing.
All for free.
You're the best.
Watch and shop what's happening now, or catch up on what you might have missed.
Let's have some fun. Come on in.
Okay, you're bringing in the base.
See what all the Plus is about. Watch free everywhere you stream.
The way that my heritage has shaped who I am today is it's made me a more empathetic person. I think growing up half Thai, as a kid, you're always looking for ways to connect with people. And since I felt like I looked different, I had to go beyond looks. So it was more, how can I connect with people on a different level? And I think that translates as an adult into being more open to storytelling and more curious and inquisitive about people and their backgrounds. Happy Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
We're so excited because Chef Jet is here in the house today. You've seen him on so many different amazing Food Network shows. He's a restaurateur, a cookbook author, and so much more. And I got to give you a little history on him because I think this fascinating. Your family's kind of split. Half your family's Thai, and half your family's Chinese. And we're gonna live in the Chinese world for a second.
We are, happily.
But I just wanted to let you guys know, if you don't know, your family is responsible for bringing Thai food cuisine to America.
Yeah.
Like, there's Thai restaurants everywhere now.
It's wild, yeah.
Wow.
So first Thais came, AAPI month. This is cool to talk about right now, right? First Thais came in 1966. We opened the first Thai grocery store, first Thai restaurants, produce markets. My father, believe it or not.
Your dad did
Yeah,
it.
he was a visionary in his time. It was wild to me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was super excited. So this is an homage to my grandma, by the way.
Okay.
My first cooking instructor was my Chinese grandmother.
Okay.
You know, and I was kind of a rowdy kid, so she knew really quickly to settle me down. She'd put me on her hip, and I would cook food with her. And these are her egg rolls. So these are
grandma's egg rolls?
These are grandma's egg rolls. And what makes a great egg roll? I'll tell you right now. I like this kind of like deep forensic deep dive. Super crispy shell, right? Yeah. And then what do we love about egg rolls? Really dense filling, like really loaded. We have chicken and we have pork here. And then look, it's not a cheat. We don't have a ton of skin and very little filling. It's all the way through. It's seasoned. It's got a nice little heat to it because we are Thai and Chinese. So
what is this?
I believe that is chicken right there.
I'm eating it.
Yep, that is chicken.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
care
eat it
what
too.
it is.
So I'm gonna show you a few different uses, but straight up, a good egg roll.
Oh my gosh.
Right,
yeah.
crispy on the outside, super savory. It's not wet, it's not too dry. It should have a nice moisture to it.
Wow.
And I'm gonna show you some other tips and tricks. They come in amazing packs here. And then what you could do is, what I like to do is I put them in the air fryer. Speaking of the air fryer, I think I have some ready to go.
And it's in stock, actually, which we love.
By the way, this is the new air fryer, friends. Full functionality. If you look, it's got a little button, but it's the only air fryer you could actually see the window. You could actually see things cooking inside. And I'll show you how it works. So with two hands, it's got 3 different plates in it. So I've got a pizza plate, I've got a fryer basket, which is right here, and I've got a nice griddle as well. So just quick functionality. You put it in, you pick the thing you want to make, and you can actually just pick the food, hit start, and it's good to go. So these are hot, as we say in the kitchen, hot coming over, coming over.
Very good, thank
so
you.
I'm gonna walk this over here, and again, it is the only air fryer you can actually see items being cooked in. And again, if you really want to do the Chef Jet whole set, I've got the silicone tongs as well.
Which are back in stock,
Which
by
are,
the way.
oh, they're finally back in stock. Okay, good. I can talk about it. Okay, good.
Yes, you can. Yeah,
I should check that before I actually say anything, shouldn't I?
It's the three-piece spatula and fork set, right?
That is exactly right. So I'll put these back. I'll load
No,
this.
wait, that's back in stock. Sorry.
Oh no, that's also back in stock. But the tongs, I believe, are around
somewhere in here. Oh, the tong and tweezer set.
The tong and tweezer set.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Customer pick, you guys. You love this. You get 9-inch medium tongs, 12-inch Lauren tongs, and 11-inch precision tongs.
That's right.
It's a three-piece set. You guys have made it a huge customer pick. And tonight, it's only is it $14.95? Get out of here.
I can't believe.
Oh, it is. We reduced the price to
No
$14.95.
way. That's wild.
Okay, so let me give you the options if you're going to get the egg rolls. Again, these are easy, quick snacks, great dinners, great little appetizers for sides. But here's all of your options, because Chef, you gave us a bunch.
Yep.
So everybody's getting 10 each, so 20 total of what I'm about to explain. You can choose the crunchy shrimp and pork set, or the shrimp and chicken, the shrimp and veggies, the pork and chicken, the pork and veggies, or the chicken and veggies. It's a lot of options there, okay?
It's a lot of options.
Okay, now here's the thing. The problem is you got to choose very, very quickly. In most instances, I have less than 100 available. The most I have is the pork and chicken, because that's our favorite, two proteins together. That I have less than 200. So if I listed anything on there that you go, oh, that sounds really good, great time to get it.
Yes.
What do you love about serving egg rolls? Why do people love them, including kids?
I think number one, they are kind of the perfect food because they are a protein and they're also your vegetables in one. So when I'm trying to get my kids off school, I'm going to give you all the life instances. Number one, by themselves, excellent. So I cut it on the bias, make it look a little fancy, and I put a sauce on it. That's ready to go anytime in the air fryer. Kids are like, Dad, I need a snack. Now I'm gonna show you how to use them as proteins in meals. So I've got some ramen here, right? And again, this could be I made the ramen from scratch, or you could use a store-bought ramen. Now ramen is basically starches. Why don't we turn it into a protein, right? I want to add protein to my ramen.
With a little crunch too.
With a little crunch. So again, in Asia we use egg rolls as protein. So again, now my kids are satiated, but they also have protein in their diet. And then this is how I eat them personally. Let's move over to the salad here. What I do is I will compose a really quick salad from the store, and then I'll air fry these for about 8 to 11 minutes, and then I'll slice them with the Chef Jet knives, and now I've got a crunchy protein crouton, right? So if you think about it that way, you're like, wait a minute, croutons are mainly bread, but now I can take an egg roll and I can make something crunchy, but also fill myself up and get some croutons that are full of protein in there. Egg rolls are there. And then the last instance, when we have friends over for game night, right? There's playoffs right now. I'm not going to say what sports I'm into.
Come on, go ahead.
Yeah, but these are it right here. So I make a crudité plate.
Oh, nice.
And then I'll just go ahead and put either pork shrimp or I'll put the vegetables.
Okay, I got a question.
Yeah, go.
Are the vegetables left over and people just totally wipe out the egg rolls?
Yeah, egg rolls go first.
Exactly.
And then the veggies
then you're
are
stuck
left.
with the veggies.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, I'll eat a carrot.
Yeah, exactly right. But that's how we do egg rolls at our house. And why else are they great? Again, because they are, like pizza, like all these great things. One thing in the air fryer, and you're a hero.
Yes.
And it's got a lot of versatility.
Well, let me ask you a question. If you don't have an air fryer, can I just put them in the oven?
Oh man, you could do whatever you want.
Okay, so it's easy. Can I take another
Or,
bite,
yeah,
too?
please
Sorry.
do. Let me help you out there.
I'm so happy.
If you don't have an air fryer, your oven, and we have also these amazing Chef Jet oven pans. You could deep fry if you're having a party and you're frying outside. It's a really nice way to get like that, to build the smells that make your neighbors really jealous. I'll just fry a ton of them off. So I know there's nothing you can't do because they come fully cooked.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say that. You know what's really interesting is they're not saturated with a lot of greasy fat.
No, not at all.
It's really delicious.
When you wrap an egg roll correctly, and when you put the right proportion of protein to vegetables, they should not be greasy. And these are not. I mean, I could squeeze them. There's no fat coming out of them at all. Right? All the grease when we do fry them is left in. And again, these are loaded. Just look how loaded
they're
those
so
are.
dense. Because I've had a lot of restaurant egg rolls that are like loosey-goosey. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
They're not. I love the fact that the density, which obviously means you're using more product.
That's right.
When you're making these.
100%. And the chicken is chicken breast, and the pork is pork shoulder. I mean, it really is the best of the best here. So you're making me hungry. It's like I need to eat now as well. So
go ahead.
I'm gonna dip and take a little snack. It is kind of midnight snack time.
It's 1:45 in the morning. morning, so we can do whatever we want, Chef.
I love it.
Oh my gosh, and they're so satisfying.
True savoriness, right? 5 flavors in Asian food. Hot, sour, salty, sweet, umami. And that's all here. Hot, sour,
Delicious.
salty, sweet, umami. And really great dippers. Sweet chili sauce right out of the bottle is fantastic.
Yep.
Hoisin sauce, your favorite teriyaki sauce, sweet and sour sauce. Yeah.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And again, take your egg roll that is not my egg roll and cut it in half like I do and do a forensic investigation as to the quality of the egg roll, and you're not going to see a crispy exterior. You're not going to see the amount of lean protein, all the vegetables, all the seasoning, a touch of white pepper, and they come convenient, ready to go.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so you get your pack. And remember, you're getting 20 total. And literally, one of these will do you. It's not like you have to eat 5 of them.
Right.
You're at little egg rolls, little teeny-weeny ones. You're like, I got to eat 10 of them to get filled.
Right.
No. One, they're so dense and there's so much meat and veggie in there that they're very filling, very satisfying when you're eating them. Now, again, here are your options. And I know, Kevin, I know some are really limited now, right? Okay, so you have the shrimp and pork combination. It's 10 each. I have 150 for the whole country left tonight. First airing, we brought them back, and they're even on sale with free shipping, too. You get free shipping tonight, so stock up. By the way, these aren't available on auto ship. You might want to think of getting a couple of packs, because remember, you're getting 20, so make sure and do some math, because it's a great value. The shrimp and chicken combination, so 10 shrimp, 10 chicken, I have 80 left there. The shrimp and veggie rolls, again, 10. We have only 70 left there. The pork and chicken, if you want to go all meat, and obviously the veggies mixed in, I have about 150 there. Then we have pork with the vegetable, and less than 100 there. And then we have a chicken set with just the vegetable set as well. And again, there's under 100 chef in those. So,
that's amazing. Yeah, so again, one of those things to keep in your freezer, we all as parents, as people, as snackers, as people that are hungry, you're always trying to figure out what can I make very quickly that kind of hits all the food groups. And on top of that, what's going to be satisfying. And this is why we keep our egg rolls around all the time.
Yeah,
it really
it's
is
quick, it's fast,
the perfect
it's easy,
snack.
and it's great quality, chef. I mean, it's funny when we have a chef of the caliber that you are, it's not like you're going to make egg rolls for us that are like inferior to what you serve in restaurants.
This is not your dollar Chinese steam table egg roll.
Thank you.
These are full protein. These are the best of the best. And you know, again, I'm so proud of these, and we eat them every day at our house. And And really, I think if you have an air fryer, the air fryer is the way to go.
And I just like the fact that all of us, who doesn't love a great egg roll, right? Like, you search for a great egg roll. The problem is, who wants to actually make them and then have to fry them and do all that work? These, you just basically heat them up, whether you're going to use his air fryer or you're going to put them in the oven, you're good to go. And they're easy, fast, and absolutely out of this world. I have to have one more bite.
Oh, I know, me too.
I'm sorry,
Those are warm. They just came out of this amazing air fryer.
I can do it. I can do it.
Again, that air fryer is going to be later on. We just wanted to tease it. So if you are interested, go check it out now in case we run out later.
Yeah, and we're going to pop the info up.
Oh,
can
wonderful.
you give us like about 30 seconds on it?
Yeah,
maybe?
sounds good. Really great. Again, it's the only air fryer, again, that has that removable basket. You can't see it, but now we can see it. It's got the Jet logo on it. You can see right into it what's cooking. And once you throw that in there, you turn it on. You can actually see, if we can get in there, I put the food types on there. So if I'm making chicken, I hit chicken. If I'm making fries, all right, my son Ren, fries, right? We'll go to the temp, or we can actually do the presets, and then we're into it. And it's preheating.
It's preheating. Oh, that's awesome.
Once it preheats, it'll tell you when you're ready to go. Load that basket, hit play, and hit start, and the food's ready to go.
Isn't that awesome?
Really nice tight form factor. You could actually put something on top of it, but it's nice and flat. It's not hot.
It's not hot at all.
No. I mean, the heat's going to be back here, obviously, because of the fan, but it is commercial grade, but it looks really cool.
And you said you get a pizza insert?
You got a pizza round. You got the air fryer here, and then you have a griddle. So you actually make grill marks on here. So you preheat
like you do steaks and
stuff?
You
make all your steaks, and you get those perfect restaurant grill marks on.
Oh, am I gonna do hamburgers in here?
That's the way to go.
You can kind of do tons of stuff.
That's
can you
the idea.
bake?
You could absolutely bake. Allie bakes cakes in here.
No way.
No,
oh
for sure.
God,
it's all there, and it's all right on front. It's really, really
nice,
amazing.
and it doesn't take up a lot of counter space either. It looks good too. All right, so there you go. Now, a quick mention of which, Kevin, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay. So remember I told you I was doing a little bit of shopping tonight? Well, I happen to be, I was telling Chef this. He did not know it, of course, but I'm a huge crafter. And Chef, I have about 1 million scissors. And because I cut through fabric and paper and cardstock and all this stuff, they're all dull.
Yep.
And I just hate it. And there's nothing like a freshly sharpened knife or scissors or what have you. So you created a really almost perfect knife sharpener.
Oh, big time. So, again, the Chef Jet knives are super sharp. This is grandma's knife, dad's knife that you've had forever. But just look at the settings, right? We've got 2 stone sides. So we have a coarse side and a fine side. You're always going to start on the coarse side. So anything with a large kind of bevel right here, like 15, 20 degrees, I'm going to get nerdy, I'm sorry. Anything with a really lean bevel. But what you don't see is we've also have settings for scissors. Look at that, I have a scissor and a screwdriver.
That's great.
Flathead screwdriver. Hey man, I'm nerdy like that. What can I say? I tinker, and you know you craft.
I do.
I know you're an incredible crafter. How about all those scissors in all the drawers in your house? It's 50 scissors. What are you gonna do with them?
Yeah, right. Even if you get scissors in the junk drawer and they're dull, or your kitchen scissors for that matter, you know, or all those, like you said, grandma's old knives that you've had forever. Grab this, we've got it. And by the way, I love the retractable cord on it.
Yep.
It literally pulls out and then retracts back for storage. So again, why send your knives away? Why, you know what? Isn't that a lost art trying to find someone to sharpen your knives locally?
Yeah, no one does it anymore.
Nobody does.
So get this sharpener and do it yourself.
All right, so now we're gonna move on, Chef, to the next item.
Let's do it. I'm so excited.
We gave you a sneak peek. This easily could have been a Today Special. And I have to tell you, it is absolutely one of the most innovative pans I have ever seen in my entire life. And again, I've been doing this for 20, 30 years, and I've never seen anything like this ever. So that's pretty remarkable. The inspiration pan that you they got definitely inspired by is about $160. This one certainly is it. It's around 70 some originally. This could have been our Today's Special. We decided to do the knives, and they're wildly popular. This easily could have matched that. We are down to only $39.95 on this pan. It's brand new. It's a whopping 5-quart, but it's a 5-quart, Chef, that's really, you can handle it. It's not a 5-quart that feels like it's just all over the place.
I'm gonna, you know what, this is my Goldilocks pan. I'm sorry, I don't have a better word for it, but again, look at the capacity, right? 5 quarts, in my opinion, you get a very tight internal. Now we'll look at the size of these pork chops. I have 6 of them in there, and I still have room to go if I want to do a pan sauce. Let's move over to the steak. So these just went in here. Now, why these are special is because most stainless steel pans are phenomenal at browning, okay? Non-stick is really great at not sticking, but will never give you that brown. So what we did is we made a hybrid pan. This, again, you saw it earlier. If you go, I'll move this steak over so you can see inside. We've got a stainless steel grid where the Chef Jet logo is, and around that is a ceramic nonstick. Ceramic means PFAS free, PTFE free. It is a very safe nonstick, and no nonstick pan is gonna give you this. As you stay in there, look at that char. That is a restaurant crust.
So it's the best of stainless.
Yep.
Which every chef in the world uses stainless pans, but they're a pain to clean up.
Yep.
And the best of nonstick, because it's ceramic nonstick. Now, explain this is crazy to me.
Yeah.
There's literally a stainless steel mesh design.
Yeah.
That's what you're seeing. That's just not some pretty little pattern you printed in there. That's literally designed so you get that effective nonstick so the cleanup's a breeze. How clever. And again, I'm gonna do this, James, if you don't mind. I'm gonna hold this one, or we can do it on another shot, Mark, if you don't mind. I'm gonna hold it up. You have to see how brilliant the interior is. And then you get the sturdiness, you get the strength of stainless steel. You get the sear that's why chefs love searing, because that's gonna lock in the flavors and the juices and caramelize and all that good stuff. See, that's just not a pretty etched interior. That is a brilliant innovation that literally I've never seen before. Now, there's something somewhat similar to this, but you're gonna spend, what, $160, $200?
Right now, go to that hexagonal, whatever name pan. Thingamabob at 4.5 quarts. Right now, $150.
Yeah.
Right, this is a TS price for this kind of pan.
Oh,
and I'll take you through the construction. Those are laser etched out logos, by the way. So the pan is built this way. It's tri-ply. It's 3 layers, like your favorite cladded pans out there. Yep. There's stainless steel on the exterior. There's a conductive layer in the middle of aluminum. And then it's stainless. And then we put the PTFE ceramic coating, and then we laser etch it out. So that's how we build these pans. It's really, really incredible.
And again, it's non-stick, you guys, so it's ceramic non-stick. It literally is the best of everything. You get the stainless steel everybody loves to cook with, you get the non-stick, but it's ceramic. So it's even next level non-stick. Does that make sense? Chef, thank you. For a 5-quarter, I love the helper handle. Thanks for putting the helper handle on there.
For my mom, for everyone, for my wife, the helper handle, again, it stays cool. And beyond that, we're talking about a lid, a cook-through lid, see-through lid that has the vent, that also has a stainless handle. So this goes in the oven. I'm going to show you. I'm going to pull a whole chicken out of the oven. But you know what? This is a saute pan. So we're searing, we're sauteing, you're stir-frying, you're deep-frying, you're braising. And I'll show you what that means here. So I'll make a really quick stir-fry and just show you how easy that is. So a little bit of garlic, a little bit of shallots, and then we'll just do a quick vegetable stir fry. Your favorite vegetables in there. I love, and the capacity. And I know you might be thinking, so you're either gonna think this pan is too big, or you're gonna think this, I'm not gonna utilize it all, and I can't do anything. You could do everything in this pan. This is also your omelet pan in the morning. This is what I make omelets out of. And this is also the pan, if you're gonna have one pan, this is my competition pan. This is my desert island pan.
Well, explain that. Talk about that,
sure.
because you don't go onto your TV shows like an Iron Chef and use some other mystery pans.
No.
He literally uses the exact pan you guys get your hands on these big competition shows that you've been featured in and on your TV shows.
No, come over to this pan right here. This is exactly what I'm doing the steak. So when I'm doing Tournament of Champions, when I'm doing all those really giant shows, I've seared the steak, and now you want to see how chef's butter based. That's exactly how I do it. I throw the herbs in. Now I'm throwing a ton of butter in, and because I'm getting all that side heat, I'm getting all that bottom heat, I'm getting a perfect base now on this steak. I'm going to throw the herbs on there. And then now this steak is ready to go. And I'm gonna show you how easy it is to wipe this pan out. So this is the same gear that I use at home every single day. This is the same gear I use on television. This is the same gear I do all the YouTube shows with. But again, check that out. Look at that capacity.
And it's
just look how giant those steaks are.
It's normally almost $80, guys. You're right, Chef. Chef and I were talking ahead of time because you know this could have been a today's special at this price. I'm like, oh God, yeah.
Oh, easily, right?
It's amazing. Now, again, I want to talk about Flex. Get your major credit card out. You can get this incredible pan home for $8. I think this is an amazing way to try his line. Chef is not here every month. We don't get to see him we see him very rarely. I think the price point makes it such a winner. I was thinking not only frying, but even if we want to do a big stew in here.
Oh,
if you wanted to do like a seafood boil, the depth of the sides of it give you the depth, but it's manageable. A lot of times 5 quarts are really tall, and they're they're not as versatile as you'd want.
No, 5 quarts.
You're right. An omelet, a grilled cheese sandwich, hamburgers you could do inside your steaks you can do in here. But I could do a seafood boil in here as well.
And this is what we call coast to coast, right? I mean, you have a coast to coast. And look, that was the same pan that I did my steaks in. I mean, look at that. I deglazed. I made a pan sauce, and I've literally just taken a towel and I'm wiping it right out.
Oh,
and again, I can go right to omelets and eggs, but I could do scallops now. So I'm going to take a little bit of with the Chef Jet oil dispenser. I'm going to throw it in there just to get a little oil on there. And that pan was the same pan. I didn't pull the pan out of the sides. I'm going right for scallops now.
That's great.
And then I'm going to season them as they sear in the pan.
I got a question for you. With a big 5 quart, I'm so impressed that it works on a single stovetop.
Yeah. Burner. Yeah,
burner,
right.
Burner. But that's because of that tri-ply base, isn't it?
Exactly. And you know what? And so tri-ply base, like you said, a conductive layer inside. And that conductive layer, what that does is, this is also, hey, those of you that are cooking on electric, induction, all works right there. Gas, giant outdoor burner. I mean, look at that sear, folks. I mean, these pork chops we've done in the time.
We live for that sear, don't we, Jeff?
I mean, you can't get this without having a commercial pan. You just can't. I mean, and this is a commercial pan. What I love about it is my mom likes it too because it's not crazy heavy. A lot of our pans in the restaurants, I know my mom is like, hey, Jet, these are just too heavy. I can't use it.
Right.
I've designed this tri-ply stainless steel hybrid pan to not be too heavy as well. And I'm going to show you again how to clean out this pan. I'm living right into this pork chop here. I'm going to take the fat. I want to use that fat, obviously. And then I'm going to take a towel. And if you're kind of like not wanting to put your hands in, just take the towel and the tongs.
Look at the cleaner.
It is
oh my
done.
Gosh,
I'm done. I've got 2-3 pans.
That's great.
And this is also that, again, you don't have to cook a lot in here. I mean, you can just do a little bit. My stir fry's working, but you know what? I'm also going to pull one out of the oven. I'm going to show you.
And what temperature is it oven safe to?
It's up to 500 degrees.
You've got to be
450 to be safe. You're not going to cook many things above that anyway.
Right, sure.
So 450. I like to roast chickens all the time. So this is a Sunday hot oven, everyone. I'm going to teach you some kitchen talk as well. So I have a hot open oven. Again, I'm going to use nice dry towels there with the helper handle. And I'm going to come to my trivet.
Yeah.
So I designed this trivet here to be a few things. You can rest your food on it. You could use it as a drying rack. But look, that is what we call a roaster, right?
That's nice.
That chicken there is about probably 6 to 7 pounds. I've got some vegetables on the side. And what that does, when you have a 5-quart pan like this and you have the high sides, it radiates heats into the sides. So you're not just getting the brown on the top. The vegetables are lovely and roasted. They're perfectly soft. Nice. The carrots are soft. And you know what? I'm going to show you how juicy.
Just do it.
I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it.
This is our today's special knife, by the way.
This is the today's special knife. And I'm going to grab a fork here. And I'm just going to show you how lovely this is. I'm going to take the thigh and I'm just going to cut to the side. And I'm going to just show you how juicy and perfectly cooked that is right there. I mean, look at that. Look at that.
Ooh,
that is
that's eaten
perfect.
Right there.
That's eaten right there. So guess what I'm going to be doing at 2 a.m.? I'm going to be crushing this chicken right here. I'm going to be crushing this steak. Yeah. And I'll be crushing pork chops. And I'm just going to make a really simple stir fry as well.
All right, Chef. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're moving to hour 2, of course, with Chef Jeff. He is here, and I couldn't be more honored and excited to get to work with him for my first time. Stay on the line. Again, this is a weekly deal drop. Normally $79.95. We're at $39.95. With a credit card, you can get this home for $8. Inspired by a pan that's out there. Very famous pan that's about $150.